Questions 1 through 5. Listen as a new student-athlete consults with her academic advisor.
Hello? My coach, Mrs. Duncan, scheduled an appointment for me with you today, Mr. Burton.
So you must be Joan Lane, the newest addition to our women's basketball team, right?
That's right. My coach told me that all freshman athletes are required to have a student advisor, but I'm not exactly sure how it works. I guess, though, since you're my advisor now, you'll give me the rundown.
Well, please, have a seat. At this university, we do assign an advisor to each student-athlete. I think the most important part of my job is to first help you plan out your schedule. We realize how tough it can be for a first-year student to balance coursework with sports.
Sounds like I won't have time to do anything else but study and play ball. There goes my social life. I'm not really sure about how many class hours I can handle, along with all the basketball practices and the games, and still have time to study.
Okay, that's exactly what we should talk about. Have you read the Student-Athlete Handbook? It's full of really good information about what will be expected of you both academically and on the court.
Well, I just sort of scanned through it. I haven't had a whole lot of time to really read it carefully.
Okay, let me outline some issues for you. First, as an athlete, you must be registered for at least a minimum full-time program of studies. That means that your course load cannot be less than 12 semester hours each term.
Well, I think since I'm not sure how many hours I'll be spending at practice, it might be a good idea if I start with the minimum.
That's probably the way to do it your first term. Try it and see how it goes. If you can deal with it after that, you can always sign up for more classes in the next term. And, you reminded me of a good point. I should mention that the university has fairly strict rules about how many hours you can be involved in sports. During the playing season, your participation in basketball-related activities is limited to a maximum of 20 hours a week, with no more than 4 hours a day.
I'm starting to feel a little nervous about all this. What happens if I have trouble with my classes?
Well, luckily, there's a lot of support here to help you. Student-athletes have access to free tutoring. When you request a tutor, you'll get information on how best to use your time with an appointed tutor on the subject you're having difficulty with. And there are all kinds of useful workshops.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. The most heavily attended workshops are the mathematics lab and writing workshop, so there's a small fee for these. But there are also some very practical workshops offered without charge on test taking, study skills, and time management. These are really useful for helping you cope with the demands of university life.
Wow, this university really does provide a lot of help to its athletes, doesn't it?
Yes, but in turn, you'll be expected to complete all of your own assignments, to attend class regularly, and maintain a grade point average of 2.0. All freshman athletes are also required to attend a mandatory study hall of 3 hours a week. So, as you can see, we really do want to see you succeed in both your academic and athletic goals.
I really want to do well at both of them, too. Well, I better get going. My first preseason practice starts in a little while. Thank you, Mr. Burton, for all the information. It was really helpful.
Oh, anytime, Joan. Please be sure to read your handbook and get back to me if you have any questions.